Okay, everybody, hang on a second. I have dropped the microphone, and I don't know where it went. Like, I literally just dropped the microphone under the seat, so I gotta figure out where it went. Hang on. Okay, well, it's gotta be down here somewhere. Found it. Okay, I got it. Hang on. Found it. Oh, it's all yucky. We got audio still? Let's double check here. Found it. Yeah, we're good. Okay, well, I need to go to Harbor Freight and get stuff. I might even need to go to Walmart too. So, I wanted to, it's been a very pitiful month in terms of YouTube performance, so I figured we would do another live stream or two here. I'm actually watching Friday. It almost looks like, if you go off of like the Google model and the CSU, it almost looks like there might be something on Friday out west, but we'll see. I don't know if that's going to be anything for us or not. But I need a new soldering iron because I'm trying to build these Radiosons, and my soldering iron's a piece of shit. So I got to get a new one real quick, and I need to get one of those little clamp tools that people use all the time for soldering. So I got to run up here to Harbor Freight. There's something else I need that I've forgotten also, but. It's getting freaking hot out here. Come on, dude. There you go. I need to watch these roundabouts, folks. People don't know what to do with these damn things. People get a little confused here. This guy's just parked in the road. He's like, yeah, I'll just stop here. I like to park there too. That's a good idea. I won't cause a wreck or anything. I don't think he's broke down. I don't see no triangles. I think he's just stopped in the road. I don't know. Whatever. So yeah, we gotta run up here. It'll take about 20 minutes to get there. I figured I would take you guys with because it's always interesting when I go to this Harbor Freight because the manager is not nice. Like, the employees are okay, but the manager, and he's usually, I think they're really short-staffed, but he's usually like on the sales floor. Thanks, Darla. And he is wretched. The one on Verona Road in Madison, some of you guys might be familiar with it. It is not, I mean, the store's fine, but the manager is like wretched. So I was in line a couple months ago, And there was a bunch of people in there, and nobody, like everybody was just kind of standing like in a group, not really a line. And the manager came over and opened up a register, and I looked at the other people, and like 3 other people like said go ahead. I'm like, okay. And nobody else walked up to him. So I'm like, all right. So I walked up there and I set all my stuff down, and he goes, that was rude. And I said, what was rude? He goes, you just went in front of all those people. I said, they all told me to go ahead. He goes, no, they were here before you. I said, dude, they literally said go ahead. So I went ahead. And then there was this like older bald guy in the group, and he goes, yeah, we just told him to go ahead because he has less stuff than we do. So it makes sense for him to go first. And I was like, well, I appreciate that. Thanks. And the manager was like, no, they were here first. And all I had was a pack of zip ties and like a pair of side cutters. And I literally just looked at him. I said, you know what? Fucking forget it. I'll go to Home Depot. And I just left it on the counter, and I walked across the street, or I walked into the parking lot and then drove across the street to Home Depot. I was like, well, that was kind of shitty of you. Like, you literally made a problem when there was no problem. Like, everybody told me to go ahead. So I went ahead, and then you're like, well, you weren't, it's not your turn. I'm like, yeah, you're right, it's not. But they all told me to go in front of them because I had less stuff. And that was the last time I was in there. So hopefully he's not there today. But yeah, he's kind of a turd. He really is. Like, they screwed up my damn Inside Track Club membership or whatever. And it wasn't working, and I paid for the membership so that I could get stuff cheaper. And they couldn't bring it up, and they're like, it says you're not a member. And I'm like, oh, I'm definitely a member. And I showed them like my account online, and it says I'm a member. And he was like, well, I can't give you this for the member price. I was like, well, can you like call somebody or tell me what to do? Because like online it says I'm a paid member. You know, I've never had a problem with this. So I was like, I'm not sure what to tell you. And he's like, no, you'll have to call the 800 number. I was like, so you're telling me you can't give me the membership price? Like, I'm showing you that I'm clearly a member. Obviously your computer's broken. Like, you seriously can't just extend me the courtesy here. Keep in mind, it was like $100 difference, and I was just like, all right, well, never mind. And then I went to the other Harbor Freight on the east side, and I told the one on the east side by the mall, and I told them about the guy over here on the west side, and the girl at the counter like stopped me like mid-sentence, and she goes, yeah, we get this all the time. Let me guess, the manager was an asshole. And I said, yeah, how did you know? She's like, you're not the first person to come in here and say it. And I said, well, apparently I bet I'm not the first person to get pissed off and come over here. And she goes, no, people come over here all the time because they don't like it at that store. So it's not just me, apparently. So, but we're going to go to that one because it's like 3 minutes closer. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they got somebody else up front. I really don't like going to Harbor Freight because they always try to sell you extra stuff. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when I go to Harbor Freight, I don't really, like, I need what I need. And then, yeah, you always end up walking out of there with a bunch of other crap you don't need. But I don't really want to be sold a warranty on a flashlight. I really don't want to be told I need to go buy an air compressor and a welder. And, like, they try to sell you all this dumb garbage. It's like, I don't need that. Thank you. And, like, they don't take that for an answer. Some of them do. But some of them, man, they take their ups. I'm wondering if they get commission. But some of them really upsell you. I mean, it's pretty crazy how bad they try to upsell you. So I don't know, maybe somebody here works there for it, but I imagine they must be on commission. So this will be like an hour-long live stream tops, but I don't know what else to do. The weather's dead today. Tornado warning now in New Jersey just came out. Go figure. Hopefully everybody survived the big cell phone outage yesterday. I didn't have T-Mobile service from the minute, honestly, the minute that I got back to my office after the stream yesterday, I lost service. And I didn't have it until this morning. kind of frustrating. I made a post on Facebook about it too, and like you wouldn't believe it. Like some of the comments were like, "Oh, you stupid kids addicted to your cell phones," and it's like, well, no, but what about people that like use their cell phone for work, you know, to make money? Or what about people like that might be waiting on a very important phone call about a family member that's dying, or, you know, a doctor's office, you know? Just because people are annoyed about the phones being down doesn't mean that they're Gen Z TikTok addicts or whatever. It's like, god dang, it's always the boomers. No offense, I know our primary audience here is the boomers, but I need you boomers to hear me out. Like, there's two different types of boomers, right? You've got your generational boomers, which is our primary audience, and then you've got your like other boomers, right? So like boomer can apply to the generation, but it can also apply, like, it's almost like it's a generation and an attitude. It's like one word for two different things, but it absolutely can be both at the same time. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. It's like the word's interchangeable, but the two things are not. Like, it's a noun and an adjective at the same time. But I started replying to all these people with their dumb comments, because like somebody commented, and it was an older lady, clearly just never been on Facebook. You know, she's just kind of enjoying her time on Facebook, right? And she commented like, well, I was expecting a phone call from my doctor and I can't get a landline here, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. You know, okay, good point. Well, some guy comes along and he's like, well, you're just addicted to your phone, and he goes off and goes off and goes off, and I click on his profile. I'm like, okay, who's this clown show, right? And I click on his profile, and oh, yep, it looks like the most unemployed person you've ever seen in your life. Like, you know, I'm guessing like 55, probably lives in his mom's basement, not by choice. Mom's probably trying to kick him out. Like, he looks pretty awful. Like, his profile picture is his middle finger sticking up in front of his face. Nothing but him, you know, making posts about how terrible everybody is. You know, whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a total dude. Total, yeah, we know who this guy is, right? So I just replied to him, okay, boomer, and he just went nuclear. So then a bunch of people started replying to all these dumb comments with okay, boomer, because it's kind of a joke. But why are you slowing down to below the speed limit? Welcome to the frickin' Beltline here. Jesus Christ. But so I started replying to all these comments with that, and it was just absolutely infuriating, some of these people. And it's like, wow, isn't that funny? Like, you can leave a nasty comment trashing random people in the audience for no reason that you've never met, but then when somebody throws it back to you, you can't take it. Like, that is exactly what I'm talking about. So like, that's why I'm saying it's a noun and an adjective. So don't mix them up, people. I feel like we could write a book about all this. Yeah, Basement Baby, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, Verizon was down here. I don't know, everything was just a mess. AT&T didn't work here either. I don't even think anything was working. It was just miserable. You know what I say, it's like, you know, it's one thing, but in a couple hours, you know, whoop-de-doo, but it kind of makes you think, you know, what the hell is going to happen if something happens and we actually do have the cell phone networks go down for like, imagine if they were down for a day. Oh my God, just, what would we do? In all seriousness, though, that is actually a public wellness thing, because there's a lot of like old people and disabled people and vulnerable people that rely on their cell phones as a lifeline. So, you know, it's important to remember that. A lot of toxic stuff on the internet, isn't there? It seems like everybody wants to like start a fight about something. Yeah, it's one thing to start a fight with somebody if you got a reason, but it's like people on the internet, they just start a fight for no reason. It's actually not a bad day out. It's warm. Like, it's kind of hot, but I got 85 on the truck, which, I mean, 85 isn't bad. I actually think this is pretty decent weather. It's not that terrible humid out either. Like, it's honestly a pretty nice day. A little bit hazy out. I don't know if we got some smoke again or what. You're coming in my road lane, dude. Stay over there. Dude, that kid don't even look old enough to drive. No, but speaking of protests in Madison, I'm actually trying to keep an ear on the radio because right before I went live, they were talking, the cops were having problems downtown again. So I don't know if something bad's about to happen down there or what, but I would encourage anybody out here who may be thinking about joining in on these protests against the Madison police for the 750,000th time this year. I would encourage anybody to please, do your protesting respectfully and legally, not from the middle of the Beltline. I guess they were talking about organizing a protest on the Beltline. They wanted to shut the Beltline down, which is this. And I'm going to tell you one thing right now. There's a lot of crazy-ass people out there that do not give a crap if they go to jail, and they will run you over. So you better not do that. You're welcome. People are welcome to protest whatever they want to protest, as long as they're doing it within their amendment protected ways. Wow, that guy is about to ass pack somebody. So hopefully it doesn't turn into a war zone down there again, because it sure as hell did a couple of years ago, and it was not a good thing to see.
There was a bad echo to it.
Volume 4. V Baker 13.
Okay, well, I guess we're not going to that quick trip because somebody just spilled their gas all over, and now the fire department's got to go down there. So I don't know if somebody spilled 5 gallons of gas or if somebody punched a hole in the gas tanker truck, but I guess I'm not going to go to that one. Oh, it sounds like a lot of I don't want to deal with it to me. Oh, you were wondering what happened? So,
4801 Hayes Road. Got a call back from the 17.
Hold on.
Suspect still on scene, and even though we advised them on priorities, they're saying the employees are afraid to go out to their vehicles.
Oh, great.
Suspect is a white male, white t-shirt, jeans, bald, has a suitcase, has clothes in.
Hayes 2, I believe.
But no, so what? Basically, there was a police-involved shooting, and I guess people are pissed about it. I don't know. I wasn't there. Madison police doesn't have body cameras, and they should. But the city of Madison is so screwed up. The police chief's a goober. The mayor's a goober. The sheriff's a goober. Fire and EMS is pretty good, though. So is Public Works and stuff. There's really good Public Works and DOT up in this area. They do a pretty good job. It's just
answer the phone. You can change the Rutland harassment to an assist citizen, and you can clear it.
But no, it's just well, I guess the guy that was fighting with the cops pulled out a knife, and the cop shot him. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. If I was placing somebody under arrest and they pulled a knife out on me and tried to stab me with it, they'd probably get shot too. But the problem is that's what the police are saying, and I guess the video from a security camera across the street conflicts with that, and people are pissed because they want answers, and somebody's conducting an investigation and they're trying to get video or something, and nobody seems to have good video of it, and that's basically what's going on. And if somebody asked, I'll tell you an answer. And I'll be honest with you, I don't have a side on this because a police department this big needs to have body cameras, not necessarily for accountability to the public, but also to protect the officers involved, because this is apparently a homicide investigation, is what they said. So I guess they might suspect some police wrongdoing. I'm not sure, but part of the issue is, you know, I mean, I would imagine as a police officer in a big city like this, you would probably want some accountability for yourself so that somebody can't say you did something you didn't. So I don't know, like small town departments that don't have a budget, you know, I get that. See a lot of these small police and sheriff departments that don't have body cameras, but they also don't have problems. You know, they're policing, you know, maybe 30, 40,000 people tops, and they've got a good rapport with the public, and they do the right thing, and they do a good job. And, you know, there might not really be a huge reason for it, but when you get these big cities with 250,000 people, you know, you got to have something. You know, obviously, you know, people want accountability, and that's their right, but also to protect the people wearing the camera too, you know. Yeah, no, I know, and I see the comment about he did have, but here's the thing, guys, I haven't been able to find any decent video about it, so I take a very neutral position in this whole thing. Obviously, I support law enforcement and always have, but in order to support law enforcement, you have to make sure law enforcement's doing their job. And I imagine they probably did their job, but, you know, we have to, you know, as people, anybody who supports law enforcement has to maintain a neutral perspective here, because that's doing the right thing. And sometimes people that go loot businesses and burn down buildings and stuff in a show of protest, you know, we have to be better than them, if that makes sense. If somebody, you know, you have to take the high road here and let these people do their investigation and see what happens. But, you know, it's one of those things where it seems like, you know, we live in a world where everything's in 4K, but the one time you need something in 4K, it's not there. I'm going the long way around because I didn't want to deal with all those cars. Google's just going to absolutely be upset with me, because I don't know if that came through the dead zone, but we're taking the long way here because I didn't want to deal with all those cars clogging up the frontage road. I am not going to turn right on the Sentinel Pass. Thank you. I tell you what, it looks pretty green out here for being kind of dry, doesn't it? Like, it really doesn't look as dry as it apparently is. So that's good. I mean, not everything's turning brown yet here. Oh, it wasn't even the belt line. It was that damn frontage road. I don't know what was going on, but maybe everybody like got off the damn belt line to go on the frontage road or something. I don't know. But it would have been a lot quicker to just go on that frontage road. But we're streaming, so it's all right to drag it out a little bit. I don't know what was going on. Oh boy, we're speeding. 6 over.
Vehicle crash. 0 West Washington Avenue and South Park Street.
You've lived in Madison for 50 years, but you don't know where I am. I'm down on the, going into Fitchburg by the, this is McKee Road up here. Well, that's okay. I worked in Madison for 5 years? 4 years? 3 years? 4 years? 3. I gotta think. 15, 16. 5 years. 4. Jesus Christ. All of 2015, all of 2016, all of 2017, all of 2018. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. 4 years. I worked in Madison 4 years. And I've kind of forgotten where things are at. And I kind of end up taking wrong turns and all this stuff too. So they've changed a lot of streets. Like, there's a lot of things that are like 4-way stops, or they're like, you know, just a different traffic pattern than it was a couple of years ago. It's especially down here, Verona Road.
Forest Medic 52. Medical incident. 408 Hawthorne Court.
Verona Road is like, anybody who might remember it 3 years ago before they did all this construction or whatever, I mean, this used to be, everything was at level and it was a bunch of stoplights. Now it's just a bridge that goes across everything and there's no more stoplights. It's fantastic. It's the best thing they ever did down here. Really opened up the traffic flow. You know, they eliminated like 6 stoplights and a bunch of traffic backups. But the problem is, when they did it, it's not a problem anymore, but when they were doing it, the construction was a freaking nightmare for like 5 years straight. It was just terrible. It was a nightmare. Yep, and there's a lot of new developments. This area is growing really fast. I'm gonna have to get out of this area before too long. It's getting overcrowded. Like Stoughton is turning into a disaster. I think it's kind of just greedy people. You know, you can't leave a single cornfield untouched. You know, every cornfield's got to turn into a house. Can't leave any crops. You know.
Medic 52 in the Village of the Forest, 408 Hawthorne Court. Your press was Sunset Drive. This is a Charlie level call for previous difficulty. Chimley Edward at 1319.
It's just like everything's turning into a development in the rural areas, and it's like, number one, I don't know where all these people are coming from, but
Let us know if you need help down there.
you know, number two, it's sad because these areas that were once rural are now not, and that's really sucks. We're just gonna have to go like move out into the middle of nowhere, West Texas or something, I guess, to get away from it. I guess I don't know what else to do. I just don't like the overcrowding. This area is starting to remind me a lot of North Georgia. Some of you guys from that area, like the north part of Georgia, north of Atlanta, is just, the amount of new construction is insane. And this is starting to kind of remind me of that. Like, you can't go a mile down the road without seeing a new construction site.
They're going to meet me there when you have the flag.
I do like this area though. Like, Madison's kind of, I mean, yeah, the politics and stuff, like, I don't think I'd want to live here. But, oops, I couldn't stop. But it's a pretty convenient place, really. I mean, you got a little bit of everything, and traffic gets bad. But I mean, I shouldn't say it gets bad. Traffic can get annoying, but like, I've never really had it be horrible compared to other places.
Rona Medic 43. Medical incident. 5212 County Highway N.
That's the Quick Trip. Might be wrong. I think that's the Quick Trip. Oh yeah, the Discount Tire over here. Don't go to this one. This one's bad. You want to go to the one on Junction Road or the one on the east side. Thank me later. Stoughton is a mess, dude. I don't know if you're from there or not, but like, I obviously, you know, that's what I've made, you know, our base of operations, and I have to go up 51 because, you know, I come into town on 138 from Oregon, and I go into, you know, I go into by the Walmart, I go through the roundabouts, then I go up 51 to B, and then I take a right on B. Well, that's miserable now, and I don't know what they're doing. I'm assuming they're making that 4 lanes. I have no idea, but I'm guessing it's all because of that construction. But what kind of annoys me is the fact that they're doing all that downtown construction at the same time. So like, you can't even really get in through town. And when they had B shut down for a couple of weeks, what was that, like 2 weeks, they had B shut down. I had to go through that mess of construction downtown and then go through town to get up on like the north of town, which was really a pain because in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, that is just a cluster. And It's really bad. I wish they wouldn't have done that all at once, because it really forces people to, you know, forces people to kind of have to deal with it. There's no good way to get around it.
Attention Fitchburg Medic 43 and Fitchburg Missouri, City of Fitchburg at Oakdale Correctional, 5212 County Highway M. Mary. You're across of double M. Mary and Kane Road. It's a Charlie level call. A 61-year-old male patient with heart trouble. Channel E. Edwards 1323.
North High Point and Grosse Point, 517 William Young, 517 WYY.
Let me get you guys switched over to my hotspot. Hang on. This might take just a second here to like bounce off of the Wi-Fi. Oops. Now it should bounce off the Wi-Fi. Stupid. Okay, hang on, guys. I'm trying to get you on 2 connections when we go in there. Hold on. Doesn't want to pick up hotspot. There we go. There we go. Okay, you guys should be okay now. I just know that it's a dead zone inside that Harbor Freight. That's why I wanted to make sure we got all that going. I just know that it's a dead zone inside. Okay, so just so you guys know, because I know somebody's going to freak out, I am going to give them a phone number for my membership once I'm in there, and someone's going to be like, oh my god, he just gave us his phone number. It's a burner number. It doesn't even exist. Well, it existed at one point, but it doesn't exist no more, so don't worry. It's actually a pretty nice day out. Pretty nice day out. Hopefully signal holds out. It might not. If it gets crappy, this will only take a minute. So I do know it's a dead zone in there. Okay. Should be with the welding stuff. Rechargeable soldering pen. Might be something. I don't see what I'm looking for. Hold on, guys. Mile 4. Okay, that's why. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Oh, you're fine. Oh, there it is right there. Oh, I need a better wire strippers. What's the electrical shit? I'm used to the Janesville one. Not for $40. The fuck kind of Harbor Freight is that? I'm gonna have to Amazon it. Okay. That's that. Yeah, those, I needed smaller wire strippers. Okay. Not looking good, guys. That's some paint. I need paint. Do they have paint? Oh, this is pitiful. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to go to Walmart. I'm gonna have to go to Walmart because I need a little bit of white paint to dip those thermistors in. White or silver. Alright, what do we got on sale here? Anything? Nope. All right. 608 214 6254.
6254.
54.
Got something there.
It's all right.
Did I get something wrong there? Is there another number you've used in the past? Or is your first time done?
It might be under a business one. Are you able to just do it as like a cash sale? It's just that. It's not a big deal.
No worries. If you want to use the lifetime warranty, just keep the number in the system.
I'm not even worried about, man. It's a $5 clamp.
They just expect me to do it, that's all.
No, I get it. I'm just making it easier on you.
Are those going to do it as well, sir? Yes. Let's do it.
All right. I don't need a receipt. We're good. Have a good one.
Have a good day.
Thanks. All right, well, we totally got 1 out of like 4 things I needed. That's great. Start. No, I knew they weren't gonna have the paint, but I thought they might have some of those little tubes of like acrylic paint. But I've got a bunch of thermistors, which are just resistors, thermal resistors. It's how we measure temperature. But I need to dip them in white paint, so they're immune to solar bias. But I was hoping they'd have something, but I was hoping they'd have a tiny wire stripper too, or something that would strip like 28 to 30 gauge, but they don't. And I was hoping they would have a nice soldering iron. They don't. It's either like super junk or way too expensive, and I wasn't gonna pay $80 for like a soldering station. Like I do need a better soldering iron, but I'll just Amazon it. I'll just get on Amazon. I'm kind of surprised. Like, this might be the first time in a long time where I've kind of come out of Harbor Freight and been like, man, that sucked. But I got the most important thing. So this is the most important thing. It's the, I'll open it. I had one of these, and I don't know what happened to it, but it's just a little, and this is never heavy enough. You've got to screw this down to a plank of wood or something, but it's just a clamp. So like when you're soldering crap, you can hold it. That's all it is. It's $5. I've lost more of those than I've actually used. But that was the most important thing. Paul, you don't go to Ace Hardware up here because, oh my God. Ace Hardware up here is way different than Ace Hardware everywhere else, I swear to God. So I've been to Ace Hardware all over the country. And let me tell you that the Ace Hardwares up here are way different. The people are usually pretty nice. I'll give them that. They seem to hire some pretty nice people. But they don't seem to stock anything. But they'll charge you like $10 for a roll of tape that you can get anywhere else for like $3. I don't know why. And I swear to God, and you Wisconsin people know what I'm getting at, but everybody else, folks, Harbor Freight, Ace Hardware, everywhere else is way better than what we got here. Way better. I'm trying to think, what do I want to do? Maybe I just want to go hit Farm and Fleet. I'm waiting on my tablet to get internet. There we go. Finna? What the hell is Finna? Yeah, no, it's not for waterproofing. The paint's not for waterproofing. It's to prevent the solar bias. The sun hit, because they're glass bead thermistors, but they'll still get a little bit of solar bias. If you put white paint on them, they won't. I'm kind of actually thinking we should just go to Farm and Fleet. honestly. Just go to Farm and Fleet. Got that one on the east side. Madison's underserved with Farm and Fleet. The one on Stoughton Road, I think that's actually a pretty good Farm and Fleet. I think the best Farm and Fleet around here is that one in Janesville. Oh, you're right. There's the Farm and Fleet in Verona. I should just turn around. Well, yeah, let's just turn around. We're closer to that one. I don't want to go all the way to Stoughton Road. I forgot about that one. I haven't been to that one for probably, well, it was like back in 2016. Long story. It involves a guy that was really drunk and was about to die because he damn near cut his hand off and didn't want to call an ambulance. And I was working for the bus company up here, right? I was the IT director, which somehow meant that I did everything else too. And the guy that I work with was like, oh, Brody's hand is all messed up or something. We got to go get him. And I'm just like, what? And he's like, yeah, he's like bleeding out in the Farm and Fleet parking lot. I'm just like, what? Like, who the hell is this Brody guy? And what's happening to his hand in the parking lot? And I guess it's some friend of his, but he was drunk at 2 p.m. or whatever, and he was doing construction or something, I don't know, as a contractor, and ended up like damn near chopping his hand off. So we get in the Linda van, and some of you guys know about the Linda van. I can tell the story. So we get in Linda, and keep in mind I work on the other side of town. So I had to drive like 1,000 miles an hour somehow without getting pulled over in the rusted out Linda van, all the way to the frickin' Verona Road, or Verona Farm and Fleet, with the guy I work with. And we pick up this guy who's just covered in blood because he like damn near cut his hand off with a table saw or something, or a skill saw. Ah, shit, not that way. Sorry. I don't know, some sort of disaster. And I'm just like, I think you need an ambulance or a hospital. And this guy's like, no, I can't afford an ambulance. Just give me to the hospital. I'm like, okay, well, you probably can't afford that either. So we like, I think they expected me to do some sort of medical intervention that made sense. And it's just like, this guy was just like bleeding. It was a disaster. And I'm like, well, let's just put a towel around you and duct tape it. So just put a big old bath towel around this like stump and just, I mean, his hand wasn't totally off, but it was damn near off, and just tape the living shit out of it. I mean, that's, what else are you going to do to stop the bleed? I mean, I didn't have a tourniquet, didn't have nothing. Like, we'll just wrap the crap out of it. We did. And it stopped from bleeding, and we drove him over to the urgent care. Not the hospital, but the urgent care. Said he could afford the urgent care, but not the hospital. Welcome to America, folks, where you can't afford health insurance, you can't afford the ambulance, and you sure as hell can't afford the hospital. America. Yeah. Oh no, this is like the 7th roundabout of the day. You must be late to the party. Oh, I got a scam caller calling me right now. Oh damn, I just missed him. I waited an extra second at that stop sign. I don't know if you heard it. That guy behind me honked. Like, dude, give me 2 seconds to stop. So I waited a minute. Sometimes you get really screwed sitting here for all the traffic coming off Verona Road, but we're all right. I'm glad somebody said, reminded me about the Farm and Fleet in Verona. I totally forgot about that. And honestly, I don't know if we're actually closer to it or not. We probably are, because, I mean, it's what? To get from here to Stoughton Road on the Beltline is probably what? 6 miles? 5 miles, 6 miles, and then you got to go like 2 miles up. So, I tell you what, it's probably a hell of a lot more convenient, because then I can just avoid Madison altogether to get back to the office. It says no turn on red. If there weren't so many people around, I'd probably just turn on red. But no, what I was getting at about the Farm and Fleets is I think the one in Janesville, in my opinion, is like the best Farm and Fleet. There's a new one in Monroe. Like 5 years ago, they bought the old Shopco building, remodeled it, and turned that into Farm and Fleet. Then they sold the old building. The new one is all right, but it's just all clothes. Like, it's, if you want to go buy some decent clothes, honestly, that's probably a decent one to go. They have more clothes than most of them, but they're kind of missing the farm part of the Farm and Fleet at that one. It's clean. It's really nice. The people are helpful, and it's well stocked. It's just, it's not, I don't know. It's not quite right. But the Farm and Fleet in Janesville, that's my favorite one. It's big and they got everything. They got decent clothes and stuff, but like, you actually can go, for those of you that aren't from here and don't know about Farm and Fleet, you could actually go clothes shopping at Farm and Fleet and buy like nice, a little bit overpriced, but relatively nice clothes. Like, you're not going to go buy a dress for church, but like if you want to wear like t-shirts and polo shirts and pants and stuff, they actually have some really decent clothes. And the price isn't really that bad. Like coats and stuff. Oh, you used to work at the one in Janesville. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I like the one in Janesville. That one feels like a Farm and Fleet. You know, it's kind of, the floor is a little bit worn out and the lights are kind of yellow. Like, that's how the Farm and Fleet's supposed to feel. But that new one in Monroe, it's like too bright. I don't know. But yeah, I haven't been to this one over here for years. I mean, I've driven by it, but I haven't been in it for a long time. Farm and Fleet is a little bit pricey though too on stuff, but you pay for the convenience, because like Home Depot is just, to try to go into Home Depot and find anything is impossible. It's just too big. Same with Menards. I have a real hard time in Menards. And they're so gimmicky, you know, everything's on sale, but you gotta send in a rebate check or a rebate form, and then they'll mail you a check. Like, wow. Who, I mean, tell me, and apparently people do, because they keep doing it. But who actually wants to go shopping and be like, wow, I get 11% back, but I have to mail this in, wait 4 months, and then I get a check. Wow, a check. All to save $6. Like, just give people the damn discount at the register. Like, I think that's why they do the rebate, because they bank on you not doing it. It's kind of shifty in a way. Just give you the damn discount at the register, but I actually haven't been in Verona for a while. This guy's got a bumper sticker that says #CamelToe on it. I don't get it, but okay. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. Like, I feel like there's a reason. I don't get it. I mean, I do get, like, I get it, but I don't know, like, what the point of that is. If there's a reason behind that or what. Well, the Pizza Ranch is back open. That place half burnt down, and then they fixed it. Obviously, it wasn't that bad because it fixed it, but I haven't really been through Verona for quite some time either. Like, I don't really ever have a reason to get off the highway and come through here. Strange people in Wisconsin. Don't say that. Do not say that, because that guy will come in here and go off on you, because I made that comment yesterday. I told everybody that I kind of like this part of Wisconsin, like the south central, southwest corner. I was kind of telling people the differences in, like, geography and the way that people act. You know, I've lived in the state for 30 years, people. Like, I'm allowed to do that. And this guy and I made a comment. I said, well, it seems like when you go up into northern Wisconsin, like, it kind of sucks. I was like, it's all forested and trees. And I said, and honestly, people up there are kind of rude. And I even said this, folks. I said, I'm sure that there's a lot of nice people. I said, but it seems like there's a lot of kind of rude, snotty people up there. And I said, you know, that doesn't really mean everybody is, but it just seems like there's more of that the farther north you go. And apparently that's a big insult, because I even got an email and all sorts of crap from him. I'm like, oh my God. But that guy came in, he's like, you're a stupid, then he called me a fucking idiot or something. He called me all these names, and he's like, that was the stupidest, most arrogant thing you've ever said. And I'm just like, no, it's actually not. I say a lot of offensive stuff that's way more offensive than saying that I like this part of Wisconsin better than the other part of Wisconsin. But you do you, man. So be careful, Susan. You guys got to be real careful here. You know, we're not allowed to joke around. We're not allowed to, you know, say something's nice. Nope, none of that here. We can't have any fun. We're not allowed to do that. You guys know better. No fun here. Now he couldn't let it go. I got such a damn long email. Oh, shoot. My battery's about to die. Oh, no. Oh, damn it. I'm an idiot.
Use.
It's... Oh, no. We're at 4% battery. Hang on here. Let me use... Oh, shoot. What are we going to do? Oh, Christopher, the Shitty Walk is, it's in Madison. We could go see it. Oh, God, guys. Hold on a minute. I gotta switch the mics, first of all. Let's do that first. Okay, let me unplug this. And let me plug this in. Well, I don't really know what to do, because now it says I'm at... Hold on. Okay, now we're at 8%. If you get, let's just wait here for a minute. We'll just wait a minute. Let's just wait a minute, and we'll see if we can charge this up. Let me lower the bit rate, and let me lower the brightness. All right, let's just wait here for a minute and let that charge up. If I can get that up to 20%, we can go in. And it's on a fast charger, so it should charge quick. I'm sorry, the whole time from Harbor Freight it wasn't plugged in. And let that charge up. And I forgot about that. I can actually look at the chat now. This has been the highlight of your day. Well, don't worry. There's more. There's more coming. Well, I think we just hit 10. Oh, we're still at 8. If I have to, I can stream from this phone, I guess. Maybe I should just start that up. I don't have my other phone. Yeah, I don't like Tractor Supply. We've got a Tractor Supply in Stoughton, and it's very expensive. But it's weird because some of the stuff there isn't. It's really selective. But I'm not a Tractor Supply person.
Volume 2.
I have a hard time finding anything at Tractor Supply, and my God, it's just, it seems like anything I want to go get from there is just through the roof in cost. I wish we had a Farm and Fleet in Stoughton. I wish that Tractor Supply would go out of business and we would just get a Farm and Fleet. That would be great. I've actually never been to a Fleet Farm, ever. Yeah, I guess I could stream from this because we're at 8%. This just isn't going to charge. I'm going to have to... Well, hopefully T-Mobile works in there. Maybe I can get on the... You guys think I can get on the Wi-Fi maybe? Alright, let this rebound with signal here. I'm going to see if I can connect to Farm and Fleet's Wi-Fi. FF Inventory, FF Admin, FF POS. There's no farm. Alright, let's find out if it works. Alright. Alright. Okay, let me lower the bit rate here so we have a fighting chance. All right, hang on 1 second, guys. I gotta disconnect you again and then reconnect you here. 1 sec. Okay, we should be all right now. I wanted to bring the resolution down so we got a better chance staying live in there. Okay, we should be all right now. Okay. What microphone is this? I literally have never streamed from this ever. So, and I have to Apple Pay, so this is going to be interesting. All right, oh shoot! Hold on, can I? You guys think I can get my? Solder. That's funny. Great. That probably won't ever come off. I wonder if I can get my chat on here too. Hold on, I'm gonna try to get my chat up. Oh, it might work. Hold on. Yep, I got my chat up. It's good. Okay. That way I won't know if we lose connection. If I don't have the chat up, nobody will tell me it's broken because, like, I'm now using my only phone and I have no connection to the outside world other than the stream now. So no Discord, no text, no nothing. Wow, that's interesting paint job on that Suburban. Look at that. It's like somebody tried to. What the hell? All right. It's a little ghetto. All right, hopefully it doesn't drop in here. It might. A basket. This one is backwards. Oh, hell yeah, it's on sale. Hell's their paint? I don't even know what else I came here for. Paint, right? Was that it? Not for these prices. Good God. Maybe they're looking for like some of those little acrylic bottles. It also has to be non-metallic too. Could probably just get a can of spray paint, but not for $11. You've got to be kidding me. Is the only spray paint we have $11? That's not, I'm not doing that. There's got to be something else. Okay, here's $6 is better. Still beyond dumb. Farm and Fleet for you. $1 at Walmart. They don't even have. They don't even seem to have. Maybe they do. They must be redoing their paint section or something because usually there should be more than this. Okay. I don't want paint and primer, I just want paint. Do we not? You're kidding me. I'm gonna have to go to fucking Walmart, aren't I? No way. It cannot be that paint and primer. It can't. I gotta see what's in it. It cannot have any metallics. It's got any metallics in it, it's not gonna work. I guess I'll get it. I mean, what? It's kind of frustrating. So they don't. Apparently, we picked the. So they got everything on some sort of clearance. So I wonder if they're redoing their paint section and we just came at the wrong time. I do have this touch and tone. How about this? All purpose. This'll do. That'll do. I'll make that work. Yeah, I just can't have anything with that primer stuff in it. Sometimes there's metallics in that. That's right, lady. Imagine that.
Well, information needed.
God damn it. Piece of junk.
Blaine's Rewards has been applied. $4.99. Approval needed.
Oh, of course there is.
$4.99.
Yeah, I can't get wire strippers here. They just don't. I gotta get them on Amazon. I need ones that do like super thin wire. So.
I think I probably got to pick up a...
Insert cash or select payment type.
Oh, so fun.
Thank you for shopping.
Okay, thanks. Have a good one.
Please remember to take your receipt.
Yeah, I got denied super glue at Walmart the other day because I didn't have my driver's license on me. See, I lost my wallet there for a while. First part of the month, I lost my wallet, and it took me 2 weeks to get a driver's license. So I didn't, I don't have an ID for 2 weeks. And I was like, I don't have an ID. I got a tattoo in my arm. I don't look like I'm 5 years old. I'm clearly 18. I need super glue. It wouldn't sell it to me. So I had to go to the frickin' Farm and Fleet to buy it. Not this one, but the other one. I had to go to the other Farm and Fleet to buy it because they don't card you for anything at the other Farm and Fleet. Apparently they do at this one. I think that's kind of stupid. I don't think that, because I know they're trying to stop kids from like doing drugs, but I really don't think that restricting kids from buying spray paint or super glue is going to solve any issues. I just don't. I don't think it's going to fix anything. Hold on 1 second. So I switch back over to the up here. All right. All right. Should be good to go. Let's go to Quick Trip. Freaking hot out now. Like, it's nice outside, but you get back in the car after it's been sitting there and it's hot. Should have left the window cracked or something. That is an ugly car right there. I'll stop for you, lady. There should be a stop sign here, but there's not. I don't just go. I don't bite usually. This is a great Pizza Ranch over here though. If anybody likes Pizza Ranch. It's way better than it sounds. I know Pizza Ranch sounds like that just sounds like a bad idea, but it's good, I promise. It's a great Pizza Ranch. One of the best. If you can stomach the, I'm sorry, I just can't listen to like religious music. It's nothing against religious people, but hearing it's the same thing with like this new country music where all they talk about is drinking beer and their dog dies. And shooting a deer, it's, oh, today I shot a deer and I got drunk and then my wife cheated on me and then my dog died, and then they sing about it all over again. Well, that's kind of what religious music is to me, at least the stuff that they play in Pizza Ranch, because it's just praise God, like over and over and over and over again. And it's like, oh my God, I've heard the same thing 17,000 times today. Can I hear something else? And I'm not trying to be like prejudice against religious music here, but I'm serious, because the new bullshit country music that they call country music, but it isn't, is the same damn stuff. My dog died and then my wife left me and then I shot her boyfriend, and like that's basically it. And then I got a DUI, but it was worth it. Like, those are the new country songs. It's just over and over and over again. Like, it's just stupid. It's just stupid. I guess that's going to overlay all that now. Okay. Well, it wasn't supposed to be split, but it's split. Yeah, I'll probably get a copyright strike because I just sang every country song there is. I really can't stand that new country bullshit. I really can't. It's just, it's pathetic. It's just not. And you know what? You're welcome to like whatever you want to like, but I'm sorry. Just, like, it's bad. Like, it's really bad. I actually listened to the radio for the first time in a long time, like, actually listened to it. And the other day, and it was a, you know, like the new country station up here, and it's just, and this morning I got drunk and then I fell asleep and my boss fired me, and it's just like, oh, for Christ's sakes. Like, man, you guys got a rough life. Your dog died, your wife left you. You lost your house, you lost your truck, all that happened to you in one song. Like, that's, geez, you got a rough life. It is all about trucks too. And what's like, I am speeding 10 miles an hour over the speed limit, and this chick's gonna blow by me like I'm standing still. Geez, no respect for the law. Just disrespectful. Somebody should make a tweet about her. Just disrespectful. Wow. I actually don't care. That was sarcastic. But I am doing 10 over, so she's doing what, 20 over? And people say I suck at driving. But no, these damn new country songs are all by these frickin' stupid-ass country music singers, and they're not even, like, good, and they've never worked a day in their life, but they talk about their tractor and their truck, and it's like, you don't even own a truck or a tractor. Like, what are you talking about? Truck, and you sure as hell don't own a tractor. Like, what are you talking about? I'm sure I've offended somebody somehow. We just got to get Reba back in the mainstream, folks. Remember what happened last time we talked about country music and it led to Reba? And then we started talking about Wicked Tuna, which is a show where they fish for tuna. And then we were making up country songs and talking about getting on a tuna boat, and somebody was like, said something about Roseanne, and I thought Roseanne was the girl with red hair, but no, Roseanne was the one that got canceled for, I don't know, saying something. And I said, well, there we go, you know, have Reba sing her country song about fishing for tuna, and we'll just put her on the tuna boat and call it Ginger Tuna. And all the emails came pouring in from this one lady who's like, that was so offensive towards women. And I'm like, offensive towards women? What are you fucking talking about? Oh, we did, like, we literally were talking, like, screwing around talking about, like, making a crappy country song and having Reba sing it, and then you could just put her on the damn TV show, and she's got red hair, so it's, you know, instead of Wicked Tuna, it's Ginger's Tuna or something. I don't know. Like, why does everybody have to be offended over everything? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, god damn. Like, what the hell? Like, it's okay. It's okay to not be offended. And I think that all of the other, like, normal women out there that aren't offended over everything would probably appreciate people like that stopping being like, oh, that's offensive to women, because, like, that's kind of offensive to, like, project that you're offended on all women when 99.999% of women are not offended over everything. Like, god dang. Yeah, I thought Roseanne was Reba and Reba was Roseanne, but the chat corrected me that day that Roseanne is indeed the one that got canceled. I thought Reba was the one that got canceled. I actually thought Roseanne was dead. But I think that's Betty White. Let me switch you guys over. I think I kind of want to start a podcast and just, you know, you got to be careful because of the sponsors and shit. I'm thinking about starting a podcast and just talking about all the cancel attempts. Ding. Ding. Holy shit. You're dinging. Ding. What, are you gonna get that? Okay, have a good one. Thanks. You have any idea what a pain it is to try to live stream this stuff? Because it goes down to one hand. It's like having one arm. See, I was thinking about getting some of those Meta glasses, but there's no way to stream from them. Like, I can stream through to Facebook through them, but I can't stream to anything else. Because with the Meta glasses, then you've got hands-free, but it doesn't really help us.
Company is blocking the city road.
Appreciate the compliment about the
blocking the traffic as well.
app.
Also flip off on
There's actually a big update coming tonight or tomorrow or the next day. So there's a big update coming that'll help some performance. Let me switch you over.
just 911.
Okay.
Intentional confirmed Deborah is at 3622 Jenna.
Job center, medic number 4.
94.
Medic 4 transporting UW.
What app? My app. God, how? Jesus Christ, Tedio, Spaghettio, can't you read? You should know about it by now. I'm just kidding. It's in the chat. It's pinned. Hold on.
Volume 3 on DCAT 1 fire time of 1426.
Did anybody catch the address on that? It sounded strangely familiar. Let me open the stream and play this back. That just address sounded like an address I know. Hang on. What app? My app. God, how? Jesus Christ, Tedio, Spaghettio, can't you read? You should know about. Was that? It sounded like Stoughton's.
Volume 4.
Come on. We're just not gonna. A dead carrier on the paging channel. That's nice. I think that is Stoughton. Yeah, they're having problems. Okay, well.
Attention. Dane Fire Department with the squad and Sun Prairie with
Oh no, it's northeast part of the county.
Village of Arlington is requesting.
Oh, it's Arlington. It's way up. That's way out of It's way out of our area. It's way up there.
At 329 Santa Maria Drive.
Volume 5.
And Sean, again, that's Dane Fire with the squad and Sun Prairie with Britt. The response channel is going to fire ground red. Please answer up on A Adam for acknowledgement. 1428.
Volume 4.
Anyway, that address sounded really familiar, but I guess not. But no, what I was gonna say, guys, is the app's got a big performance issue. So right now, or a big performance upgrade. So right now, what I noticed was the GPS watchdog that basically just runs the GPS in the background for like the weather alerts is getting a little bit stale. So we're gonna boost the way that works without compromising battery, and there's gonna be kind of some other performance upgrades that come out here. I just pushed it to the App Store today, but Apple has to approve it and everything. So you should be able to get the update through the App Store probably by Thursday at the latest. Yeah, I mean, it'll be coming to Android too, but they usually approve a little bit quicker. All right. This needs to be a roundabout. I've always thought that. They really screwed me. Look at this. The hell is that? They're like burnt and shriveled up.
Dane County Mavis Division 115 to all locals. The Middleton Fire Department has requested box number MI-1-1 to the first box alarm level for a structure fire at the intersection of Sunset Stone and Red Burl Road. The following companies are due to the scene with engines, Cross Plains, and Mount Hora, but with trucks, Wanakee, with squads, Verona, with Chiefs, Cross Plains, and Wanakee, Special Equipment, Middleton, change of quarters, Black Earth Engine, and Dane Engine. All units switch to and acknowledge on Ifern.
Frequency mode. 0.
Well, this entire outing took about an hour and a half longer than I expected it to. That was a pretty sad quick trip run. Holy smokes. I really hope we get like a Maverick or something out here. I don't think we ever will, but those are way better, guys. And I'm not talking about those ones when they bought out Come and Go and put a couple of them in Iowa, because those are terrible. Bricks that like they built. They're from out west. Anybody who's west of the Rockies knows all about them. A bunch of them in Utah. A lot of them out west. They're like a Casey's, but actually nice. And they built one. There's a couple that they built east of the Rockies now, and they have like really good pizza, and it's like reasonably priced too. Like the food that they have is really good. So I wish we would get one of them.
Volume 4.
Structure fire near the intersection of Sunstone Lane and Red Barrel Drive. Calling company is due to the scene, Fitchburg with an engine due to passes. Please switch to and acknowledge on I-4 your working structure fire rounds. Excellent.
Yeah, we don't have much for Casey's in Wisconsin. There's a few of them, but they're really hit or miss. Some are really good, and some are terrible.
This is the Mavis Division 115 12 Fire Department box number MI-1. This responsible for a structure fire snow in Red Barrel Drive. Station will be at the scene. The following company will due to the scene. Forest with an engine due to passes. Please switch to and acknowledge on I-4.
And a really big fire in Middleton, I guess. I think it's supposed to get pretty damn hot in the next few days, I think.
Sudbury Engine 3, respond 916 Hunters Trail, West Sudbury Medic 72 on E. Edward 1430.
You know, the Quick Trip in Oregon's pretty good, usually. The one in Stoughton by the Walmart, kind of not very good. Quick Trips are real hit or miss, too. I can't be the only one that's noticed that. Like, they really are hit or miss. Like, most of them are pretty good, but they're definitely kind of hit or miss. my god, a roundabout. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I don't know what to do. Oh my god, oh my god. Jesus Christ. Seriously, that's how people act around here. Like, oh my god, a roundabout, quick. Everybody just run into each other. Like, it's driving in a circle. It's not that hard. Oh my god, I love roundabouts. I think we need more of them. I think they're great. A lot of people hate them. I think they're great.
Still taking a pass.
Yeah, the thing is, though, they got to make the roundabouts big enough because some of these ones are really small. And they kind of clog up. As soon as you get somebody with a truck and a trailer, it kind of screws it up. But they need to make sure that they're big enough. Oversized.
This is the Dane County Division 1512 local, the Middleton Fire Department requested box number MI-1-1 first box for your fire. At the intersection of Sunstone and Fred Carroll Drive, station will be at the scene. Following companies do aim is meeting with the engine for change of orders due to pass. Plan switch to and acknowledge on I-1. Yeah. Copy, Wanakee, ladder responding and passing on the chief.
Alright, now we gotta go through 2 roundabouts. Alright. Now we got 3 more. They never end. Now, somebody looked, I guess there's like 5 other states that surpassed Wisconsin for more roundabouts. But I know at one point, there was one point where we did have the most roundabouts. There are quite a few. I think Florida has the most now.
Sunrise 242, go ahead. Okay.
But I have noticed a lot of our roads around here are getting really bad, and I think it's because of all the extra traffic. Like, I remember when I was a kid around here, half of these damn houses weren't here.
iPhone crash notification if your traffic sensitive.
You know, I mean, like, this area really grew quickly. And what's interesting is it's one of the most underserved areas for, like, infrastructure when it comes to, like, fiber, like, internet and cellular. You will find more dead zones around this area with any cell phone carrier you have than pretty much anywhere else. Like, if you take a right at that road and go a half mile down the road, you're just giving up your cell phone signal for several miles. Like, for the amount of people and the amount of business that happens here, you would think that there would be better cell phone coverage. And, like, it's really kind of, a lot of people have a difficult time getting fiber. There's a lot of cable, like Spectrum's real big out here, but fiber is kind of just getting bigger. It's weird. It's getting big fast. I hope if it keeps going at this rate, like I said, it's going to run me the hell out of here. Like, I don't like, basically, I want to go to work, which is this, without sitting in traffic. And if it keeps going like this, it's going to turn into where you're sitting in traffic all the time. Because just trying to go through these towns in the morning at the red light, like, everything's clogging up. Like, there is so much more traffic now than there was 7 to 10 years ago. But Stoughton really is kind of a mess right now. I just hope that they get it figured out. It sucks because, I mean, obviously they're going to do the construction in the summer, but it kind of makes summer a pain in the ass. And it's really not that big of an inconvenience for me. But I definitely noticed the extra, 10 minutes it's taking me to get around. Like, if I lived here and had to deal with it every time I left the house, that would probably be a little old. But they're just doing the construction on everything all at once, and they're really not doing too bad of a job rerouting traffic, honestly. It's just, the problem is the amount of traffic and the fact that they're working on so many roads at once. Doesn't really give you an easy way out.
Channel 7, make your time out 1448.
Unable to maintain lanes, last passing 178 northbound.
I guess stuff's starting to turn brown out here, isn't it? There should be some rain coming on Friday. The WPC has this area in a slight risk for flash flooding, which I would assume means that we have a decent shot at some rain. So I would expect, hopefully, some rain on Friday. No promises in this area, but it's our hopes are looking pretty good. So I'm optimistic. Hopefully we get something. Because we do need it. It is dry. It really is, you know. You kind of start paying attention and you realize that it is pretty dry. It seems like it's been like this the past couple of summers though. Like we get into this like drought stage in July and August. It's like the pattern that we've been in the past 3 or 5 years. Oh yeah, and then we got the roundabouts with the construction traffic. So, wild card. And it seems like they've changed it 4 times too, so it's hard to figure out what's what.
Division 115 on Adam.
Southbound 38, I'll be moving to AZAC 1, just to look to what's going on. I'll be high engine 1 if you need me.
So again, this is some of our construction. I don't actually know what they're doing over there because this has always been 4 lanes.
Control. Homeowners are here and cooperative.
Homeowners are here and cooperative. It's their freaking house, lady. They don't need to be cooperative. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's dumb. But this side of the road over there was fine. I don't know what they tore all this up for. They did a lot with like utilities and like infrastructure. Like it looked like they were burying a bunch of power cable or something. So I don't know if they had to tear that all up to put in like underground utilities or what the deal is, but it looks like they're... What are you doing, lady? We're literally stopping in the road. What are we doing? Jesus. They look like they, I thought maybe they were just ripping it up to put in infrastructure or something. I don't know, but it looks like they're almost done. So, or making progress, but they've been at that probably 2 months now. Honestly, I think it was the end of March when they started that. Apparently they're taking down the old, I think that was a PDQ. Maybe it was a stop and go, I don't know.
Wisconsin Reg, Victor Lincoln, 1678, VL 1678.
Took you 3 ties to get to the UPS. Yeah, and it confused me. Was it like 2 or 3 weeks ago when they closed so you couldn't make a right turn going into like Walmart or the Quick Trip there from the 4-way stop or the stoplights? Because that was open. That was open up until like maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and it was like late at night, and I didn't really see that it was coned off, and I took a left, or I took a right because I was coming from up here, and I took a right to go that way, and then I like dropped down like 6 inches, and I realized I was in gravel, and then I realized, oh shit, they apparently closed that right turn. But what I can tell you is they didn't close it very well because I still made a right turn. So they didn't do a very good job closing it, but yeah, that kind of confused me there too. I'm ready for this crap to be done. I need to actually look up and see if I can figure out what this is all actually accomplishing, because like they're doing construction down County B here too. That's why it makes me think it's for utilities, because there's that apartment complex over there on the right, down there with those green and white buildings, some are unfinished. That's all new. That wasn't there 20 minutes ago. Like that all kind of just showed up overnight, it feels like. That wasn't there when we got our office up here. I swear, it wasn't there. And that was in December. But I wonder if they're trying to upgrade the infrastructure because of all this new stuff.
EMS Council from Stevens there. I got this there for a minute.
They did repave or resurface this road, which was nice because it needed it.
Is that UWE?
Copy, Rebel 1-5.
But anyway, folks, that's about it, because I'm about back in the parking lot. So that was it. That was the stream. How long have we been live? Way longer than I expected. Way longer than I expected. I didn't plan on having to stop at Farm and Fleet, and I didn't expect it to take that long in Farm and Fleet.
Good morning.
2 hours? Yeah, that was way longer. This was supposed to be a lot quicker.
A couple times in that number that you provided.
County made a decision 115 to all local Littleton Fire Department with box number MI. At 8122 should be turning under following company
wait for 6122.
Work on fire with an engine for change of orders.
4377, come in.
Anyway, guys, that's it.
Sam Tree, 1042, good night.
I appreciate you all for being here. That was fun. You know, something to do.
102, you show myself in 4346, 1042.
No Amazon today. Oh, look, somebody parked a trailer in the parking spot that I pay for. Fantastic. I appreciate that so much. When you pay money for a parking spot, basically, and somebody else parks there. I truly appreciate that, because I do need all 3 of my parking spots. We have like 5 cars. Seriously? Well, I'm going to be knocking on somebody's door because I need that spot, because I got a car I need to put there, so. Why do people do that? Like, seriously. I'm going to have to put up a sign. You know, don't park here or else. God damn it. Now I gotta go deal with that. It never ends when you run a business, people. Like, it seriously never ends. Like, now I gotta go track down who parked this trailer here, because I can't leave these cars, well, I can't leave that car parked here because I can't back in and out of the garage because it blocks it. And I don't want to move my car every time I go in and out of the garage, so I gotta park it there. That's why I leave this spot open. And I have 3 spots with my number painted on them. And this guy, who also has 3 spots with his number painted on it, decided instead of using his 3 spots, because he's got 3 spots, he decided instead of using his 3 spots, he's going to use one of my spots. So, doors and make some phone calls. I got a trailer hitch, and I don't know if it's legal, because I seriously do need that spot, like, now, because I need to move this car so I can get out of here, you know, like the other one. But I don't know if it's legal for me to hook up to somebody else's trailer and move it, but I know that I can hook up to somebody else's trailer and move it, and I'm not necessarily above that if nobody's going to answer the phone. So I'm going to figure out whose trailer this is. If anybody calls the cops, I'll be sure to go live. Thanks for being here, folks. I do appreciate it, and I will see you guys later.